Eric Yang is CEO of Random House Korea. Famous for introducing to the world Korea's turbulent modern and contemporary history, spanning from 1890 to 2017 through photography. Yang hopes to spread the excellent cultural capacity of Korea in an essay and in a fascinating way. Along with his photo book, he aims to establish a bridgehead to actively export Korean cultural content and ultimately develop the country into the hub of Asian cultural content.
그래서 저는 항상 사람이 중심이 되는 그런 콘텐츠와 스토리를 만들고 싶습니다.
Let's meet CEO Eric Yang. On today's Heart to Heart, we are joined by CEO Eric Yang of RHK, also known as Random House Korea, who is bringing a new breath of change to the Korean publishing industry with his passion and dedication. Thank you so much for joining us today. Would you like to say hello to our viewers that are watching?
안녕하세요. Thank you very much to invite me to be here, and then I'm very happy to spend time with you. And then also, thank you very much for watching Heart to Heart from all over the world. And then, thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for promoting Heart to Heart, Arirang TV. As a part of that, in 2014, you published the book called Korea, a photographic album. This was simultaneously in Korea and the UK as well. And this book basically, I guess, offers a glimpse, a photographic glimpse of Korea's modern history.
Yep.
So what was the motivation behind this move?
There is 2 points, probably I can pick it up. And the first one, which is more personal point, which is I've been in international publishing industry for 25 years. And then from 92, and when I attended all of kind of many book fairs in the world, and people ask me, say, "Hey, Eric, are you Chinese?" "No, I'm Korean." They say, "What kind of language do you speak?" And I say, "Korean." "Oh." It's like people keeping asking me about Korea, and they don't know much about Korea, even though we have more than 5,000 years history. We have that much really glory of the many cultures and history, and also including upside down of the history too. So I decided that probably better bring some kind of easy way to let foreigners to understand about the Korea. Yes. So that is the reason why I pick up the title as a Korea, the photo album.
I see.
So everyone has a photo album in young age.
Yes.
So like really to show to the people through the photos how extremely changing this country history. From Lee Dynasty, we lost country. The Japanese troops invaded this country, and also after that we independent from them. After 3 years, we started the war, and how's disasters during the 3 years during Korean War. So including that kind of whole the fact picked by all foreigners, mostly. So that is that kind of things I'm trying to really bring to my friends.
Here we see walls filled with books from the ground to the ceiling. This is the office of Random House Korea in Kumcheon-gu, Seoul. We are here to catch up with CEO Eric Yang, who is currently working on post-production of his photo album, Korea.
그러니까 이게 판이 이게 지금 우리가 첨가된 부분들이잖아. 이 사진은. 그 사이즈 잡아가지고 넘어갈 때 일단 색인 이거보다 좀 좋게 나와야 될 것 같고 신사 올라갈 때 등인데 이게 남산일 거예요. 제가 보기엔 남산. 네. 이게 지금 이제 6.25 발발 직전에 비포 코리안 워니까 내가 제일 좋아하는 my favorite photography는 교통경찰관이 이렇게 재밌게 교통을 한 거예요. 난 이거 찾고 되게 좋아했어요.
이게 몇 년도예요?
1947년이요. So funny. 게티 이미지의 그 런던에 창고가 있어요. 네. 그래서 게티가 포토 라이브러리를 한 4-5개를 그 인수한 속에 그 인수된 창고에서 이게 발견이 돼서 이제 제가 런던을 가서 이걸 뒤지기 시작해가지고 리서치를 한 일주일 넘게 했습니다. 혼자 이제 앉아가지고 혼자 이제 보면서 그럼 뒤에 업데이트된 사진 좀 넘겨봐봐. 방탄소년단 싫어하지?
원래 여기 B가 들어가 있었는데
그 B는 뺐잖아요.
아예 비비지 않죠.
촛불 시위가 조금 더 컸었으면 좋긴 좋은데.
이거 같이 이어주는 거였어요. 그래서 이거 크게 낸 거. 네.
오케이. 칼라로 보니까 괜찮네.
네.
촛불 같다. 그래. 젊다. 2-3년 차이가 저 친구도 되게 어려 보이네 저 때는. 네. 나갔네. 너무 좋아하고 있어. 그래 이런 정도로 하고 정리만 잘 해주고.
And Eric himself, you go to a meeting with Eric or you attend a presentation with Eric, it becomes more fun, it becomes more interesting.
I can say that Eric is one of the hardest working people that I know, but he's also one of the friendliest guys.
He always called me Ni-chan. So whatever he is with me, it's very, very enjoyable.
He's not only professional, but he's also really creative, and you get this sense of passion for knowledge and for books and for stories.
He's very proud to be Korean, he's very proud of his culture. To that being said, I think probably his proudest moment was when he was representing the Korean Publishers Association around the world and promoting Korean culture.
Aren't that many Korean writers who create English content, but that's exactly what we need. It's very important for us to have content in English, and I guess in order to attract global readers and global audiences. Now, to address this issue, you established a translation academy. And,
back to many years ago.
Yes, many years ago, and translators from the academy are actively working in the industry. So could you please tell us about that as well?
Yes, now there are around 20 translators now worked for Korean publishing industry as well. But when the time I thought, because I was the literary agent, meaning is I tried to bring the worldwide content to get into Korea.
I see.
So once I visited New York and had a meeting with the CEO of Random House at the time, and I asked him, you sold a lot of titles through me to Korean market. So why don't you try to do some kind of things, nice things to Korea market? And he asked me how I can do it. I said, maybe you can donate some kind of amount of money to let me set up sort of a translator price. And then he was very happy to hear that. So we were trying to planning raising around $250,000 in total fund to pricing to the Korean translator. So that's how I studied it. And then I set up the academy.
Yes.
Which is a very, very difficult job. But anyhow, I done. So.
Now, in your opinion, what kinds of efforts are needed for Korean publications or, let's say, literature in order to, gain more or a wider global audience?
It's a very difficult question to answer back to you, but I'm sure that the literature is carrying on too many things, too heavy things. So I would like to suggest young authors or young people to try to bring up their own very ordinary life story.
I see.
To writing on. It's like Murakami Haruki is a very famous Japanese author. Why Korean people or among the worldwide he's so popular? Because his story is so light. It's like you're talking by some neighbor.
Yeah.
So that kind of more familiar and then life story. It's like a easy story is best probably.
Yeah, I mean, people talk about even when you're writing documents or a report, they say simple is best.
Yes.
Don't try to use complicated words, don't try to fancy it, just try to keep it as simple and easy for people to understand. So I guess you're trying to say, let's say there should be more books about, just ordinary lives in Korea, maybe. But there actually are already many outstanding novels and publications written in Korean. So what would be a good way to actually introduce them to a global audience, to the world?
I strongly believe that the KLTI already launches many Korean classic as a 심청전.
Yes.
That title became the sort of very like a sort of the semi bestseller in Spain and some other countries, because for them it's very fresh and then culture shock to reading that kind of things too. And then I'm strongly believe that because of the quality of translation.
I see.
So I'm so sorry to keep telling you this point, but translation and translator, which is very important to bring out Korean literature.
I know. I think it's very, very important. Like, say you're translating a simple sentence. You don't necessarily need a word-for-word translation, but you need to be able to portray or express what that sentence is trying to express to its readers, I think. Now, let's talk about how you spend your days. I heard that you're actually in the office by 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's not unusual for you to stay at your office until past midnight. That's past 12 a.m.
Yes.
Now, of course, I do admire your dedication and your hard work, but that must put some pressure on your employees. What do your employees have to say about that?
Yes, many people thought I'm giving that kind of depressing to my colleagues, but they don't care me because we start from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Oh, I see.
But they don't care about me. They just they're going back early, and then because why I worked late, because I have a meeting outside of the office, and after that keep going back to the office, and then have to communicate with the States or Europeans. So like my real works start from 6 p.m. Till to 1 a.m.
Wow.
So that's the reason why I'm not workaholic. Maybe a little bit, but mostly I need time for me by myself to planning and looking for some kind of materials, research, and then communication with. 우리 회사는 주제가 있어요. 여행이에요. 책의 여행, 시간의 여행, 그다음에 진짜 여행을 떠나는 여행, 그리고 나를 찾는 여행. 그래서 우리가 사진 보면 다 여행 사진들이에요. 좀 재밌게 여행을 다녀라. 책을 통해서 여행하고 시간 여행하고.
진짜 다 여행에 관한.
네, 지금 제주 주상들. 이거 우리 지금 구텐베르크부터
나오고 있는데 잠깐 보여드리면 또 밑에 또 화면을 보고
이게 내가 좋아하는 맵이 들어가 있는 거예요. 실질적 맵이 들어가는 거죠. 그래서 길을 잃어버릴 필요가 없는 거죠. 게임을 하는 세대들하고 그 친구들한테 우리가 이렇게 좀 더 업데이트된 전자책을 줘야만 되겠다라는 생각을 갖고 이걸 좋아. 라면 아이스크림 중고 버전 있어. 방구야. 넘겨봐봐. 시작해야 이제 비디오가 나오지. 틀렸나?
Saint Remy de Provence in the south of France.
어디까지 갔었는지.
예, 그리고 어떤 영향을 받아서 그림에
일하다가 좀 너무 늦으면 자요 그냥. 집에 안 가고 가끔씩. 왜냐면 뭐 1시에 갔다가 새벽에 나올 이유가 없으니까 그냥 저기서 자고 집사람한테 허락받고 또 오해하면 안 되니까.
그럼 직원분들이 조금 불편해하실 수도 있죠?
전혀 안 불편해. 진짜 안 불편해요.
진짜요?
워낙 일찍 나오시고 늦게 퇴근하시는 경우가 빈번해서 저희는 좀 신경을 많이 안 쓰려고 노력하는 편이고 아무래도 대표님이 더 먼저 나와 계시면 네 신경이 쓰이고 그 대신 사무실에 일찍 나오시니까 디테일한 것들을 체크를 굉장히 잘 해주세요. 전기 콘센트가 잘 꽂혀 있는지 뽑혀 있는지 그런 것부터 해서 저희가 생각하지 않았던 부분까지도 먼저 얘기를 해주셔가지고 아이디어를 내는데도 좀 도움을 많이 받고 있습니다.
워낙 이제 해외 출장이 많으시다 보니까 저희가 뵐 수 있는 기회가 조금 적은 것 같아요. 그래서 카톡 결제도 좋지만 이렇게 얼굴 보면서 자주 이야기도 하고
앞으로도 지금처럼 열정적으로 네, 많이 가르쳐 주시기 바랍니다.
你跟那个출사장有没有联络过? 출판은 제일 중요한 게 사람이라고 생각합니다. 왜냐하면 저자도 사람이고 그 사람이 사람의 교육을 받아서 사람들로부터 교육받아서 문장을 만들어냈고 그걸 또 다듬는 것도 편집자도 사람이고 그래서 저는 항상 사람이 중심이 되는 그런 컨텐츠와 스토리를 만들고 싶습니다.
You studied in Korea until you graduated high school, and then you went to China to study history. So you got your bachelor's degree in history, and then your master's degree in European history. This was before moving to Australia to study the humanities. So your educational background speaks to your love and passion for history and the humanities. So what exactly inspired you to jump into the publishing industry?
This is very accidentally happened because I wasn't trying to looking for a job in publishing industry, but I met the super agent, literary agent from Japan in Taiwan, Taipei, back to 1989, even before I started my professional career. So he he's trying to convincing me to join with the publishing industry because he thought I'm a very born nature with literary agent. So that's how I start and joined with the publishing industry. So I start my publishing career as a literary agent. Then I strongly believe that I'm the only one literary agent became the publisher. Because literary agents, we always call the publisher side as dark side.
I see.
So when I joined with the Random House Asia back to year 2005, and most of my friends as an agent in New York and London, they tried to stop me to join with the Random as a publisher. But I think I'm enjoying the publisher's life because I love book, and then I can publishing the book which I want. So I'm very, very happy to show me this way to join with the publishing industry as an agent. And his name is Tom Murray.
I see.
He passed away a long time ago, but he's my sort of mentor.
Now, metaphorically speaking, I'd like to ask if you have ever visualized a map for RHK, and if you have, what does it look like?
My God. The RHK has started a joint venture between Jungang Daily News and Random House, and then independent from Random Group. And I wish this company can creating more contents to try to bring out the Korean culture. That is the first step. We try to do this kind of contents after 3 years, next 3 years. And then from middle of this year, we're trying to developing sort of ebook platform for multicultural families lives in Korea.
Yes.
I knew it's around 340,000 householders lives in this country. So many countries. For example, many Chinese, as we know, but second largest population, which is Vietnamese.
Is that right? Yes.
Which is around 66,000. And another countries too. So I really try to give them a chance to read their mother language contents, and also that will be to giving us chance to their second generation to understanding about their own language, and then not to try to forget, because I think it's a language which is very important for everyone. And also maybe the second generations to be a good translator for any kind of local language.
That's right, yes.
So,
Yeah, I think it's wonderful that you're even thinking about the second generation and the younger generation. Now, if you weren't working in the publishing industry, have you ever thought about what you might be doing if it hadn't been the publishing industry?
Jennifer, maybe you'll be laughing on me, but I was dreaming to be a diamond dealer.
A diamond dealer?
Yes.
And why?
Because this is also influenced by the book too. But I read the book as written by Sidney Sheldon, and then that story was based on the diamond dealer. So, but maybe that was the reason why I chose Australia for my second master degree. But there wasn't diamond because the diamond mine was in middle of the Australia, so I couldn't go. But I think I became the miner of the contents rather than diamonds.
Exactly, yes. I very much enjoyed speaking with you today and being able to get a glimpse of your insights into your world of publishing. I would like to thank you for your dedication towards globalizing Korean cultural contents in literature. And thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
고맙습니다.
고맙습니다.